Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. We're going to be continuing down Merenice Levin's route, episode 2 of that, part 2.
失礼いたしました。
Right, he just collapsed at the, what is it, matchmaking party? It was too much for him. Anyway, I'm doing another Cupid Parasite today because I don't feel like changing the cartridges of my Switch. That's the only reason. Like I want to play 9 Rip and I want to get it done so I can play the next game without it, being out for too long, but at the rate that I'm going, it's going to take forever. I mean, once I'm done with Cupid Parasite, I'll be down to 1 game. So 1 game's going to be so much more manageable than 2. And then I won't have to worry about changing cartridges. um Plus, I hate to say it, but Merenice is a little bit more interesting right now than Minami. So I don't know. Minami is interesting, but there's just something more intriguing about the new guy right now. Also, I don't know what his deal is and why he collapsed. That was kind of entertaining, and I'm curious. After Merenice woke up, he mentioned wanting to go somewhere less crowded, so we returned to the meeting room. Are you okay? If you're not feeling well, I can call an ambulance.
いえ、大丈夫です。少し疲れただけですから。
Merenice seemed to be back to normal. He glanced at me and sighed softly. Merenice pulled out his donut again and looked at me through the hole.
やはり、あなたは特別ですね。どれだけ目を凝らしても、運命が見えない。
I thought he took a bite of that last time. Why is it missing a bite?
こんなことは初めてです。運命が見えない人など。一体、あなたは何者なのですか?
Yes, let's out her secret right now. He stared at me, trying to figure me out. I couldn't possibly reveal that I was a god, so I attempted to divert the conversation. Is it possible for you to stop yourself from seeing other people's futures?
そうですね。実は、無理なのです。このドーナツを覗き込むと、より具体的に見えるのは確かですが、本当はドーナツがなくても、どんな方の運命も私には見えてしまうのです。
Huh? Really?
はい。
It might be like my Cupid's arrow when evaluating people's compatibility. What does it look like when you see their destinies?
そうですね。まるで映画のように、スクリーンがその人の頭上に見えるんです。そのスクリーンを私は止めることができません。オートで流れる人の運命を私は見ないとならないのです。人の運勢を占うときは集中して見たい運命に焦点を合わせるので、このドーナツを使いますが、あくまで集中するためのルーティンというだけ。ドーナツでは見る運命を取捨選別しているだけなのです。なので普段から私には運命が見えているのです。私が望もうと望むまいと。
I see.
ええ。そのせいで今日は目を回してしまいました。普段はあそこまで大勢の運命を一度に見る機会はありませんから。
He got overwhelmed with everyone's destinies all at once.
あれだけの人がいれば、一人ぐらい運命の見えない相手がいるかもと、私も思ったのですが。ですが、やはりあなたしかいませんでした。運命が見えない相手は。
Merenice caressed my cheek and smiled.
リネットさん、あなただけです。私が一緒にいたいと思えるのは。
But there might be someone wonderful for you out there, even if you can see their destiny.
そうかもしれませんね。でも私には、運命が見えないことが何よりも大切なのです。相手の運命が見える。つまり、これからその人に何が起きるのか、すべて分かってしまうということなのですから。見えた運命を追体験するだけの時間など、面白くないでしょ。だから、これまで一人でいたのです。そんな私の前に、運命が見えない相手が現れました。追わずにいられますでしょうか。予定調和な日々は面白くありません。予測不可能だからこそ楽しいのです。Right?
In essence, his interest in me stemmed solely from his inability to see my fate, which meant that there weren't any personal reason he chose me. It could have been anyone as long as their destiny remained obscured to him. Okay, then let's set out to find someone whose destiny remains hidden from you.
え?
Oh my goodness. She refuses to just go out with him. You can count on me. Guiding clients to their dream marriage is a bridal advisor's duty. I'm confident that I can assist with your matchmaking, Merenice. You don't get very long to try this because this is a fan disc and your route's not very long, so I can see how the review that I read said it felt rushed. Thus began the trials with the Destiny Parasite, but nothing's working at all. When I got home that day, I let out a deep sigh. I grabbed Chi to alleviate the tension in my shoulders. Chi! Poor Chi. Chi squirmed as I used him as a back massager. My thoughts drifted to Merenice. Unfortunately, every attempt failed today. We're just gonna recap everything. For a while, Merenice had been attending matching events almost daily. But he had seen the destiny of every single person he met, moreover.
では、お次の方どうぞ。
Next, please. Like they're in a line to meet him. You know, instead of doing this, they should have just spent all of their efforts on just fleshing out their relationship, probably. That's probably what it's going to end up coming down to for me. Instead of trying to, like, find him someone, just cancel his membership and go out with him.
じゃあ私はいつ素敵な人と出会えるか教えてください。
あなたは来週のマッチングパーティーで。
This is just a fortune-telling stall. Merenice had settled into simply offering readings to attendees at each event. He had joined to find someone with an unknowable destiny. If he continued just giving readings, his joining would be pointless. Though no matter how many parties he went to, he couldn't find anyone with a destiny that he couldn't see. Because of that, he truly wasn't connecting with any new individuals. Since he sought someone with an unreadable destiny, he wasn't inclined to accept date suggestions from the company's matching system. As a result, Merenice and I had been doing only interviews recently. If we could just find someone whose destiny he can't see, his assertiveness should lead them to marriage in no time. But why am I the only one without a destiny? Is it really because I'm a god?
ただいま。
Oh, Claris is home. I wonder if you can read a demon's destiny. Welcome back, Claris. I released Chi and went into the living room to find Claris holding a box.
ただいま。ドーナツ買ってきちゃった。
Yay, are they from that popular shop?
残念だけど、あっちは行列で入れなかったの。これはハッピーフォレストカフェのやつよ。
Oh, I see.
7番街のお店もちらっと見た感じ、店員さんが結構好みだったから気になったんだけど。まあ、今度改めて行くことにするわ。食べましょう。
I'll make some coffee.
お願い。
I didn't say thank you. She said please. After brewing some coffee, we sat across from each other as we ate donuts. Wow, these are so good. Just what I needed after a long day.
聞いてるわよ。運命パラサイトにずいぶん手を焼いてるんでしょ。
Struggling, it's more like I mimicked the pose Merenice often assumed, peering through the center of the donut I had.
何してるの？
She doesn't get it. I was reflecting on how nobody can see another's destiny this way.
そりゃ普通の人は見えないわよ。運命パラサイトはそうやって人の運命を見ちゃうんだっけ？
Yeah, and he says that mine for some reason is a mystery to him. Apparently, it's the first time that's ever happened.
へえ。まさにあなたが運命パラサイトの運命の相手ってわけね。
I'm sure there is a match for him.
でも占い師が初めてって言うんでしょ？なら本当に珍しいんじゃない？
Well, that could be true. If someone who made a career out of reading destinies couldn't see one, that shouldn't be taken lightly. I guess a god secretly descending to the human realm is rare in itself.
Chi?
Another god descending down to the human realm. Just then Chi, still pouting after being used as a massager, flew into the room. Well, yeah, I'd be pouting too. He glanced at the donuts on the table, tilting his head.
Chi?
You gotta eat one. I thought Chi was just curious, but Sydney had stolen a donut and was nibbling on it without Clarice noticing. Like my cat.
Chi? Chi?
I think it's adorable how Jupiter likes donuts. Apparently, Chi also had a soft spot for donuts. Watching him joyfully consume the treat brought Merenice to mind. Oh yeah, can you imagine? I forgot Chi's invisible. Can you imagine Clarice like watching a donut like float off? What to do? The matchmaking events aren't helping, but he needs to find potential partners in person.
相変わらず仕事人間ね。今ぐらい会員のことなんて忘れたらいいのに。
I know, Clarice just told you. Maybe you should. Maybe you're his destiny. Clarice is the one that like points her in the directions of like all of her love interests in the last game. But helping people find the right partner is my job as a bridal advisor.
はいはい、キューピッドパラサイトちゃん。でもあなた以外に興味がない会員ね。あなたが付き合ってあげるのが一番だと思うけど。
I know, right? No, that's completely against our rules.
彼にとっての運命の相手があなたしかいないんだとしたら仕方ないじゃない？
There have to be a potential matches for him. There has to be potential matches for him.
毎日あれだけパーティーに出てるのに？相手がせっかく見つけた運命の相手なのに、その気持ちを無視する方がかわいそうなんじゃな？
I know. His match is you. He wants you. Just cancel his membership and go out with him. Claire struggled, sending me a playful wink. It'd be different if I were human, but I wasn't. I was a god, the real Cupid. I came here to bring humans together. Falling for a human myself was completely out of the question. Plus, I still have to prove Dad wrong.
大丈夫。規約違反だって言うなら、彼のこと徘徊処分しといてあげるから。正々堂々と付き合って。
Just have fun and date him. I already told you no.
もう、そんなに昇格が大事なの？
That's only part of it. But Merenice only likes me because he can't see my destiny. I want him to find someone without that being the main reason. Yeah, I'd be kind of hesitant on the fact that that's the only reason as well. It's like, I want you to see me as a person, not as a destiny you can't see.
はあ、相変わらず頑固ね。ま、そういう仕事に真面目なところは嫌いじゃないけれど。でも、それじゃあ相性合う人になかなか出会えないんじゃない？
Yeah. Overexposing Merenice to the events might wear him out to the point of fainting again. He wanted an unpredictable life, which was why he came to Cupid Corp in the first place. I really hoped he would find someone other than me, that he would find a fulfilling relationship. Really, that was the kind of unpredictable romance he was yearning for.
あ、なら二人でデートでもしたら？
She's really pushing for this. A date.
前にあなたパラサイト5の教育で模擬デートしてたじゃない。あれと同じよ。
Go on a fake date. A mock date. I see what you mean.
そうそう。あなたの言うことはよく聞くみたいだし、模擬デートで誰かと一緒にいる楽しさを知れば、もう少し婚活も真面目にやってくれるかもよ。
I know Clarice is calling it a mock date to try to get her, just to get her on board to go out. Clarice knows what she's doing.
ほら、ダムールパラディとか行ってみたらいいんじゃない？
Take him to Demore Paradise. That new theme park, it's like a whole island, right?
そうそう。カジノにショーホールまであって、一日中楽しめるから、デート初心者にはうってつけじゃない？
Claire's pulled out some new articles on Demore Paradise on her phone and showed them to me. It does look like fun, but crowded places might be overwhelming for Merenice.
大変ね。ああ、なら二人で一緒にドーナツでも買いに行ったらどう？
Donuts?
そう。いっつもドーナツ持ってるんでしょ？筋金入りのドーナツ好きじゃない。そういうお店なら好みの女の子がいるかもよ。好みの女の子の傾向さえ見つかれば、会員様の中からおすすめできる人が見つかるんじゃないかしら。
Ah, I get it. The goal is to help him meet new people outside of Cupid Corp. I hadn't considered that. While it wasn't ideal for an advisor at Cupid Corp, it works for Cupid. We would come to a standstill soon if we kept our current pace, so trying a new method was a good idea. You're right, Merenice does seem to like donuts. I'll ask him about it.
頑張ってね。
She's like, good luck. I plan to suggest it at my next meeting with Merenice. I finished my donut with that thought.
せっかく口説いてくれる男がいい感じに現れたっていうのに、あの子があんな調子なんだものね。運命パラサイトか。今度こそ恋に発展するといいんだけど。
模擬デートですか？
During the interview that day, Lynette had made a suggestion that I wasn't so sure of. Yes, you've already attended many matching parties, so I thought it would be good to train with dating. Normally, I'd prefer you to date another member, but...
運命が見えない相手が見つからないから、ひとまず練習にあなたと、ということですね。Right?
Yes, that's it. By doing a mock date, you'll be more relaxed when the real thing happens. What do you think? Her thought process was always surprising. I hadn't anticipated her suggesting a mock date. I placed my hand over my heart and felt it beating faster than usual. It was the rush of anticipation and excitement.
それは素敵な提案ですね。ぜひやらせてください。
I'm glad you agree. So for the date's plan, would you mind thinking of something?
私がデートコースを？
Yes, this is for practice after all. I won't force you, but what do you say? I had never planned any sort of outing with anyone, let alone a date. I always just followed the destiny of the other person. That ensured the best outcome. I always believed destiny wasn't something one could choose.
デートコースを私が決めていいのか。
The moment I thought that, I felt my heart race.
ええ。ぜひやらせてください。
Fantastic. Now, about the schedule. She worked out the scheduling details quickly. I never knew that discussing and imagining an uncertain future could be so thrilling.
やはり彼女といると楽しいことばかりだ。
I wasn't sure what future lay ahead, but that was exactly what made me want to embrace the journey. I wouldn't have joined this matchmaking service if not for meeting her. It felt like my interest grew because she was there. The next week, today was the day of the mock date with Merenice. Hello, I hope today goes well.
ええ。どうぞよろしくお願いいたします。
So polite.
誰かとデートをするなんて初めてですから。今朝は珍しく早起きをしてしまいました。
It's your first time.
そうした運命がありませんでしたので。それに運命が見える相手とのデートはつまらないでしょ。ですが今日はあなたと一緒だ。予測不能な一日になりそうで楽しみです。
He smiled gently, a genuine reflection of his happiness. Seeing Merenice outside of Cupid Corp, I was reminded of how fortunate it was that he hadn't found someone. Oh, how unfortunate. I think I said fortunate. Unfortunate. He carried himself with elegance, and his enigmatic eyes charmed many women. Only he could find someone with a destiny he can't see. That was the biggest issue. Or maybe we can find a way for Merenice to not read that person's destiny. When something is challenging for humans, relying on the gods of war and wisdom may bring about a solution. The god of war and wisdom, my Aunt Minerva. Maybe I'll send her a message later. As I wondered that, we walked together.
では行きましょう。とても美味しいドーナツの店を知っているんですよ。
You're destined to go to the donut shop. Merenice led me to the trendy donut shop of Mo Donuts. Wow, so cute. I knew it was on 7th Avenue, but I had never gone inside before. The chic decor, so apt for Lost York, and the colorful donuts excited me just by looking at them.
では入りましょう。
いらっしゃいませ。ああ、メレニス。今日もいつもの買ってく。
Merenice was apparently a regular here. The staff spoke casually with him. But for some reason, Merenice was looking away, perhaps trying to avoid seeing the employee's destiny.
いえ、今日は店内でいただきます。ありがとうございます、ロビン。
了解。決まったら声かけてな。
え
え。You must come here often.
ええ。ここのドーナツが特に美味しくてお気に入りなのです。それで、どれを食べられます？
I looked through the display case at all the donuts there. They all look so good, I can't decide. There were pink, green, and yellow donuts. I wanted to try them all. Okay, it's choose myself, so we're going to ask him first. Merenice, do you have any recommendations?
ここのドーナツはすべて美味しいので、それはとても難しい質問ですね。
He tilted his head, seemingly deep in thought. I decided to just pick one and not trouble him. I'll take this one, please.
なるほど。それを選ばれるのですね。では、私はこれと、これで。
OK。飲み物はどうされますか？
Coffee for me. How about you, Merenice?
私もコーヒーで。
はい、どうぞ。
Alright, let's go back up. Choose myself. After thinking about it for a while, I pointed at one of the donuts. I'd like to have this one, please. I chose a uniquely colored donut, something I thought I wouldn't be able to get anywhere else. Merenice seemed taken aback.
これを。
Huh? Was something wrong with it?
いえ、 ただ私の予想が外れたなと思っただけです。このドーナツは女性に不人気だと彼から聞いたことがあったので。
Oh, really? But it looks delicious, so I think I'll still go with it.
では私はこれとこれで。
OK。飲み物はどうされますか？
Coffee for me. How about you, Merenice?
私もコーヒーで。
はい、どうぞ。
With our appetizing treats in hand, we sat down inside the shop. For some reason, Merenice looked surprised. What's the matter?
ああ、失礼いたしました。その席を選ぶとも思わなかったもので。
Oh my goodness, is he gonna say this for everything? I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that.
本当にあなたといると予測不能で本当に楽しい。
Huh. I guess when you normally predict everything, choosing a donut or a seat brought him joy merely because they were unpredictable. It gave me a glimpse of how monotonous it might be to know the future of everything. As for me, I was eager to try a Mo Donuts donut for the first time. Paris has said that this line was often too long, so I highly anticipated how great it would taste. I picked up my donut to take a bite. Aw, it sparkles. Let's eat.
ええ、いただきます。
It's so shiny. With one bite, a mysterious flavor filled my mouth. This wasn't something you taste from other shops. This is delicious.
お口に合ったようでよかったです。
Randy's picked up a donut with his long fingers and began eating it as well. Of course, it's the green one. He made the brightest smile I had ever seen from him.
やはりここの店のものが格別ですね。
You must really love the donuts here.
ええ、利きドーナツができるぐらいには。
Blind Tess? I know, right?
実は目をつむって食べてもこの店のものかどうか当てられるんですよ。
Really?
ええ、いつか披露いたしますね。
Randy chuckled in his usual mysterious way, but this time seemed to be truly enjoying himself. Aw, he's so cute. I reached for another and noticed Merenice observing me through his donut the way he did when he reads fortunes.
やはりあなたの運勢は今日も見えませんね。
Can you for others?
ええ、いつも通りに。皆さんそれなりに大きな秘密を抱えていらっしゃいますよ。
Merenice gave a gentle yet suggestive smile as he glanced at the staff he had spoken to earlier.
あなたももしかしたら私の予想が及ばないような秘密を抱えているのかもしれませんね。
I think he was implying that Robin is a YouTuber. YouTuber. Yes, she has a secret. She's a god. Wow, he's right about that. It was definitely a secret that normal people would never see coming. Do you notice anyone else in the store whose fate you can't see?
そうですね。
Andy scanned the shop, then shook his head regretfully.
残念ながらいないようです。
Too bad. Putting the destiny topic aside, is there anyone here who catches your eye?
気になる人？
You come here often, so maybe there's someone who shares your donut preference or someone you like to see around.
ドーナツの好みが一緒の人ですか。
Andy tilted his head for a moment but couldn't think of anyone.
私はこの店のドーナツならどの味も好きですし、難しい話題ですね。ですが、ここ最近でその味を選んだ女性を見たのは あなたが初めてです。
Huh? Really?
その味、あんまり女の子に受けなかったんだ。俺は好きなんだけど。
The employee Robin approached with a pot of coffee.
私もこのドーナツは好きですよ。
知ってる。それよりコーヒー、おかわりいる？よければもう一杯サービスしとくけど。
Really? Thank you.
メレニスが誰かと来るなんて初めてだからさ。デート、応援しなきゃと思っちゃって。
Robin winked as he said that. He seemed like such a friendly guy. Now that I think about it, Clarice mentioned one of the employees here was her type. Robin. If he was the one she was talking about, my Cupid senses were tingling. No, focus. I'm on a mock date right now.
それでお二人さんの関係は？と聞いちゃまずいかな。
いえ、大丈夫ですよ。彼女は私の運命の相手なのです。
My destined companion. That's adorable.
へえ。じゃあお姉さんがメレニスの恋人ってわけだ。
No, we're not dating.
彼女は私の運命の相手で、そして私の運命の相手を探してくださっているのですよ。
That must sound really funny coming from him.
なんかややこしい関係みたいだな。
Merenice smiled while Robin appeared a bit confused. Clearly he thought there was something unusual about our relationship. But I can't be the one to say this is part of our matchmaking process. Most members don't want their acquaintances to know that they were using a matchmaking service to get married. I remained silent, but Merenice smiled reassuringly.
とても良好ですよ。
ならいいが。何かあったら言ってくれ。
ええ、ありがとう、ロビン。
Watching them, it was clear they were friends. They must have become close since Merenice visits so regularly. You know, this is the first time I've seen Merenice act so friendly with someone. Merenice was typically so mysterious, always talking about destiny. It was comforting to see this other side of him. He had friends. He didn't spend every day alone. I'd assumed he mostly kept to himself because constantly seeing destinies is exhausting. But I was wrong. Something about that made me so happy. Merenice, you and Rob seem close. Do you come here that often?
そうですね。できてからは毎日通っていると思いますよ。
Huh? Every day?
実は毎朝、ここで一箱買うのが私のルーティーンなんですよ。
A box of donuts every day? A box? You mean the one with 6 donuts?
ええ。そのドーナツを使って、その日の分の占いをするのです。
He uses the fortune telling that he eats him at the end of the day.
そして一箱終われば店じまい。というわけです。Right?
That's funny. I see. If he bought 6 every day, then he was definitely a Mo Donuts enthusiast. No wonder the staff recognized him.
占いもここのドーナツ代を稼げればと思って始めたものなのです。こんなに話題になるとは思っておりませんでしたが。
He's such a simple guy, isn't he? You really are. You're always trending on social media. After a brief research, I found many lost workers were frequently the tower stairs, hoping to encounter Merenice.
ええ。ですから、マッチングパーティーで出会うのと同じぐらい多くの人と会ってはいるんですよ。
Merenice gazed at me thoughtfully, probably thinking again that I was the only person whose future he couldn't see. But I'm not human. I wonder if he's bonded with any of the other regulars here. Merenice didn't seem to have anyone particular in mind, but as Cupid, I could just look for him. But as I surveyed the shop, I found no customer or employee that stood out as compatible with Merenice. Feeling slightly dejected, I went back to eating my donuts. After that, our next stop was Lost York Park. When evening arrived, we boarded the subway going down 7th Avenue. It's pretty crowded at this hour.
そうですね。大丈夫ですか？
I'm fine. How about you, Merenice? I remembered the dizziness at the matchmaking event and hoped he was experiencing the same thing now. But he just smiled softly, his eyes locked onto mine.
あなたを見ていれば大丈夫です。
I know, like, that sounds really romantic, but I know he's just saying that because he doesn't have to see anyone's destiny. His gaze lingered, hinting that I was the anomaly in his world of constant foresight. I started to wonder what he usually did. How do you typically commute? Do you drive?
いえ、普段も地下鉄を使っております。そこまで遠出をすることもありませんからね。大抵の移動は歩きで済むんです。一応以前シェアサイクルを試したことはありますが、そちらは一度きりでやめてしまいました。
Oh, really?
ええ、ロサンヨークは人が多いですから、漕いでいる時に他人の運命を見てしまったら注意力が散漫になってしまうでしょう。
Good point. I didn't know what it was like for him, but imagining it how I saw compatibilities with Cupid's arrow, it had to be exhausting. You know, it's kind of like Ryuki who sees people as colors. Well, no, in Ryuki's case, he uses that as an excuse to never learn more about people.
だからバスや地下鉄を使うことが多いのです。と言っても、今のように混んでいる時間帯はあまり乗りませんが、毎日こうしてあなたと一緒にいられたらどれだけいいでしょうね。
Manny's earnest tone brought me back to reality. As a fortune teller, I thought it was only natural for him to see people's destinies all the time. But from what he said, maybe he had only ever been looking for someone whose destiny remained hidden from him. Who would have thought that the trending fortune teller is struggling like this for all this time? Such troubles were the unseen side of the celebrated fortune teller's life. But that was why, as his advisor, I was determined to help him find his destined partner. Yes, of course. If he could connect with someone like that, I was sure his life would be much happier. I still felt it would be ideal if he found a human whose destiny he couldn't see. My commitment to this mission as his advisor was rekindled. My goodness, just give it up. After our mock date ended, we got off outside her office and I bid her farewell as she headed inside. Now left alone, I sighed to myself.
不思議な女性だ。
I watched her leave, looking through the donut hole once more.
やっぱり運命は見えない。でもそれ以上にあんな女性は初めてです。
Until now, I had only met women seeking to know their futures. Talking with her reminded me of how long it had been since I'd engaged in such simple, casual conversations. Just talking about donuts felt so precious to me.
メレニス、デートは終わったのか？
I saw Robin, the Mo Donut staff, who was on his way home from work. His destiny, too, was intricate, yet he navigated through life without showing any signs of it. I always tried to speak with him as if I couldn't see that destiny, but now that practice was an unconscious habit.
ええ、今日は本当にいい一日でした。
そっか、ならよかったよ。実はメレニス、ドーナツにしか興味ないんじゃないかと思って少し心配してたんだ。毎日一人でいるしさ。でもいいこと出会えたみたいでよかったよ。恋愛事で困ったらいつでも相談に乗るから言ってくれよ。
It doesn't happen very often where a guy says, "Hey, if you want to talk about relationships, I'm your man."
ありがとうございます。頼りにしています。
I was sure that he would lend a helping hand if I ever was in need. I knew that from his destiny. Cause he's on YouTube. I smiled warmly, touched by the genuine concern in Robin's voice. As he walked away, his chuckle had a hint of bashfulness.
でも、彼女は私をどう思っているのか。まるで見えないですから、少し寂しいですね。
Lonely. I put my hand over my mouth as I thought of that word. It had been ages since I felt this particular emotion.
本当に不思議なことばかりが起きますね。
The dimming sky caught my eye with the stars just beginning to shimmer. I couldn't wait to see what would happen next. Secret fork in destiny. I want to keep reading just because.
It's 7 o'clock. Here's today's funny news topics.
Just because I don't want it to be super short and I don't want these parts to take forever, so I want to keep reading.
Incredibly, it has been reported that public art, one of the main tourist attractions of Los York, has collapsed in a single night. How on earth did it end up in such a miserable state? As the security cameras has not detected any criminal activity, some are advancing the idea that this might have been the result of deterioration caused by aging.
They're adding so many extra words in here, aren't they?
Was it destroyed by somebody, or was it simply the result of age-related deterioration? Or perhaps could it have been someone's dastardly plot? This is a developing story.
Like me, sometimes I get carried away.
ラブ、壊れちゃったんだ。
People use that place a lot to meet up, didn't they? Paris and I were watching the news as we ate breakfast. Then I nearly spat out my food as we saw President Shelby's face appear on the screen. Huh?
And now for our next story. Incredibly, Shelby Snell, the founder of Cupid Corporation, has been confirmed to be unmarried.
Oh my goodness. What?
Currently, Mr. Snell is receiving criticism due to the fact that despite declaring until now that he has a devoted husband, in reality, there was no woman with whom he maintained a marital relationship.
Why can't they just read what was... Why can't they just translate it as written? Like, they're literally reading it in English. But still, did it say that he had a devoted husband? Hold on.
Currently, Mr. Snell is receiving criticism due to the fact that despite declaring until now that he has a devoted husband,
But he has
in
a
reality,
devoted husband.
there was no woman with whom he maintained a
That's funny. Shelby was declared to have a devoted husband.
What has brought about this present state of affairs? A press conference will reportedly be held today.
Poor Shelby. I know how devastating it was for him in his room. He's got to go through it all over again. They mentioned that in passing before moving to the next topic, but after hearing that, both Clarice and I were shocked.
社長が見込んだとバレたって。
That'll affect the stock price.
ってそこ?
That's what you're worried about? Yes, if Cupid Corp falls, I'll lose to Dad.
パパ? え? 何その話?
She's like, what are you on about? I need to head to the office. See you, Clarice. I ran straight to the president's office, but I just missed him due to the press conference. The day after the official announcement, for some reason, President Shelby called me in. Oh? Good morning.
よく来てくれたな。
So, Mr. Snell, what did you want to talk about or discuss?
すまない。
Oh.
私が S 氏だったんだ。
He's admitting that. The president looks down and away, distressed as he revealed that shocking fact. Huh? Mr. Snell, you're a monster essay from the Parasite 5?
ああ。
とのことです。
Oh, it's like, yep. Owen, you knew about this, obviously.
代理ですから。
I know, right? Owen responded with his usual calm demeanor. Oh my goodness. I can't believe he told her that. So this is the save file. I wonder what this leads down to. I'm gonna save it. Alright, and I think it was why didn't you stop him? Yeah. Why didn't you stop it? Owen, if you were aware of this, why didn't you stop it?
業務の一つと認識しておりました。
I mean, the president told you to, so... Owen replied with the same calmness, while the president seemed deeply upset, his shoulders drooping.
何者かが私の単身者用のマンションを見つけてな。そのままの流れで見込んだとバレてしまったんだ。
Is it Roman Julie?
昨日記者会見で正式に公表したが、これまで愛妻家だと嘘をつき続けてきたせいで、世間からの風当たりが強くてな。だからきちんと婚活を始めるようにと連絡があったんだ。
And I want you to be my advisor. Advised by whom?
広告代理店の担当者ダフ氏からです。これからは婚活社長として売り出していくようにとのことでして。
だから担当をぜひ君にお願いしたいと思ってな。外れたばかりのところすまないが、再びパラサイト5の担当になってもらえないだろうか。
You say we in Parasite 5, but, like, you're just one of them. I don't mind, but wait, the Parasite 5? I know, right? Are they all gonna walk in? Oh my goodness.
リネット
Oh my goodness. They're all back. Huh? Hill? And everyone else too? They turned around, and there they were, all the members of the Parasite 5 exiting the elevator. Why are all of you here?
それは最近なんか運命パラサイトって呼ばれる会員が君の担当になったって聞いて、
And he's jealous.
それで心配になってというか不安になってというかなんか口説かれてるって話だし。
Yeah, anxious and jealous.
俺は恋愛の演技が全然できなくて降板しちゃったんだ。
You know what? This makes me really happy. This brings me back to the first game.
そうなの？
ニュースで見てない？それでマネージャーにすっごい怒られちゃったから今度は自主的に稽古に来たんだ。今年はマヤ歴で空から恐ろしい何かが降りてくるって言われてるし、だから婚活で宇宙人に会えるかもって思ったんだ。
Meet aliens. I can't wait to see Alan. What?
宇宙人といえば古代宇宙飛行施設だよね。俺あの番組に一度出てみたくて。あ、それと小惑星2938が観測史上最大の輝きに。
I have to admit, I've already zoned out. Ral, sorry. What about you, Ryuki?
僕はおばあ様が勝手に婚活やめるなんてデザイナーとしてなっていないって言われて、確かに思うところもあったから。
まあ俺もちょっと思うところがあってね。可愛いアワーハニーの様子を見に来たんだ。
Something kept nagging at you, huh? I wonder what that could be. Alan, didn't your membership get revoked?
ああ、それ大会処分を担当したアドバイザーに聞いたら夢と勘違いしてたって言ってたよ。
It was a dream. I bet you manipulated her in your dream. I bet he forced her into saying that. I know, right?
ということですまないが、我々5名の担当を追加で頼む。
There you go. Now you can get your promotion through the Parasite 5 and let Merenice have you, right?
よろしくお願いいたします。
How are you saying please? You're not a part of this. So, now with the addition of Merenice, I found myself managing the Parasite 5 once more. It's Parasite 6 now. Meanwhile, President Shelby's single status scandal has slightly dented Cupid Corp's reputation. Well, it's time for you to bring it back. Oh my gosh, that was quick. Encounter with the unknown. Wow, that was really fast. Well, I guess we're stopping it there because, yeah, now it's like almost an hour. Anyway. I want to keep going though. Should I just make it longer? Like, do I? It's already 1 o'clock. Like, it's gonna be so late by the time I get this edited and posted. Like, I hope I can stay awake long enough to edit it. I'm afraid how long the other one's gonna be. And I'm afraid I'm gonna mess up screenshots along the way too, because I have a screenshot. So if I keep going, it'll probably have another CG in the next one. And then my CGs might be messed up from there on out if I only want to go an hour. It's probably going to end up being like a gill where I don't get one. And I have to go another hour and a half just to put it back on track. No, I'm going to go ahead and stop the episode here. I really want to keep going, like I really do. But I'm afraid that I'm going to be so tired that I'm not going to edit it and put it out tonight. And I don't want to do that. So, thank you guys for watching. If you did enjoy, drop a like down below and or subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.